Well, I finished sculpting my box and I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. All that's really left to do is to add a finish of some sort, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a fairly liberal coat of tung oil on the box, and then I'm going to let that dry for overnight, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to apply a wiping poly that's got a satin sheen, and I think that'll look nice. This wood's going to be very thirsty, and I'm just going to be very, very liberal about this. I'm just going to keep applying it. Just kind of massaging it in. This tung oil will really bring out the color in the zebra wood. It's one of my favorite go-to finishes, which it'll provide a little bit of protection, but I always come back and put something over the tung oil once it's dried. I'm not too concerned about the inside of the box. I just want to get this lip really good. The inside I'm still planning on covering in a flocking material. Okay, I'm going to let that dry overnight. I'm going to apply 2 or 3 coats of wipe-on poly, and I'm going to let each coat dry for 2, maybe 3 hours, and I'm going to lightly sand in between each coat, and I think that'll give me the finish I want. I've applied 3 coats of the wiping poly to this box, and I sanded with 320 grit sandpaper in between each coat. I'm going to give it one final sanding, and I'm going to use 4/0 steel wool. I'm going to lubricate the box with this wax, and I'm just going to go ahead and give it one final sanding. The wax doesn't really provide any extra protection, but it just gives the box a nice sleek feel. Okay, I'm going to let that wax dry, and then I'm going to buff it off, and then we'll be ready to flock the inside. that concludes my Sculpted Keepsake box series. I think this box turned out fantastic. I think it looks great. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for future content. And one additional thing, I've decided to rechristen this box as Abel's box. Unfortunately, in the middle of this project, tragedy struck, and one of my coworkers contracted COVID-19, and he did pass away. And that loss at work is already deeply felt by myself and all my coworkers. So I've decided to give this box to Abel's wife. It's the least thing I can do. I worked with the guy for about 11 years, and you know, we already miss him. It's been a really tough year for a lot of people, and all I can say is take care of yourself and take care of your family, and we'll see you next time.